Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what it is. I know what time it is. Send my boy Laws a link. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Deontay Wilder is the high commodity in boxing. I don't care how you put it. I don't care how you want to sugarcoat it. I don't care what you do about it. Can't nobody stop talking about him, and can't nobody stop trying to. Ain't nobody trying to not to give him an offer. Everybody wants to get his man an offer. Everybody ready to break bread with Deontay Wilder. He the last piece. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Look at him. Damn near about to bend at the damn knee to give this man a fucking contract. Deontay Wilder, what do you want, baby? We'll give you anything. Give you anything, Deontay. Come on, bruh. You know what? So with this whole I'm gonna start off with talking about some of these YouTube channels around here, talking that shit, you know, uh, Deontay Wilder saying admits that he's nobody would pay pay-per-view to watch him fight Dominic Brazil. So what? I mean, the man is telling the truth. You want to sit out here and lie to you and give you little stories and stuff like that. Pretty soon, even out there in the UK, you know, who if Anthony Joshua goes out there and fights some bum, some no-name person, you know, other than Dillian White out there in the UK, who's going to watch that? Who's going to pay for that on pay-per-view? Pay-per-view is going to start declining, and not only that, it's very hard over here in the US to make a pay-per-view star and stuff like that. So especially in the heavyweight division. So I don't even know what the dude is talking about with that one. He could go ahead and say whatever he got to say. What else we got here? you know, People were out here saying that the Dominic Brazil versus Deontay Wilder was going to be on pay per view. I already knew that wasn't the truth. I mean, I don't know who was out there spreading that and stuff like that, but whatever. You can say whatever you want to, um, but sometimes people just need to fall back and let the evidence take its course and stuff like that. You know, and then what I'm going to hit on is this is the main topic I want to hit on today is I want to reiterate this. I'm gonna pull this up again. Pull this little. Let me pull this thing up. Let me find it first because I want people to see this, and then I want them to also see it while I'm playing this audio. So I'm gonna play this audio real quick. Just let me find this picture real quick. Do 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 do. Bear with me, fellas. Okay, that's definitely not it. Oh wow, where did this take me to? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm getting there. This thing is jumping all over the place. I think it's in notebook. I think it's in my notebook. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I know. I should have started this. I should have what you call that? I should have pulled this out before I even started this madness. But it is what it is. Just give me 1 second. Let me find this photo. It's basically the spreadsheet. I need to pull up the spreadsheet real quick. It's not in this folder. So it has to be in this one. Give me 1 second. I'm getting there, fellas. Come on, don't view that. View the icons. I need to view it as icons here. Because I can barely see some of this shit. I pulled it up last time, but I'm trying to pull it up again. Make sure nobody's saying in the comments. What's up, Marquez Johnson, man? I'm just trying to pull up this picture real quick before I start. That's all. Let's see here. Do, 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 do. It's not in that. So let me go to this. God damn it. I had this picture up last. I had this picture up last stream. Last stream. I don't know where it went. We gonna find this hoe. Just bear with me, fellas. Come on now, why my computer gotta move slow? You know what? Let me pull that up. How do you view? Let that run this course. Trying to find this bad boy. That's not it. Not in there either. So it gotta be. I gotta pull up my. I'm gonna have to pull up my email real quick and get it out of that. So I emailed it to myself. I made it at work on the clock. So I think it's this one. What's up, Laws?
All right, mate.
All right, here we go. I'm just pulling up this link real quick. Give me 1 second. Pull up this link real quick. Here we go. Think I found it. Yeah, because I'm gonna play this. When I'm playing this audio real quick, I wanna show people this this link. I want to pull up the audio of Suleiman. Okay, here we go. Y'all remember this, right? Y'all remember this. So with this being, what's up, King Louie? I'm gonna play this audio for y'all. Just listen up.
Each of the sanctioning bodies, and I think the WBA is much more. I could point my finger a little bit more. They have silver belts and regular belts, and Anthony Joshua is the heavyweight champion of the world, and have another heavyweight championship fight. Call it the WBA regular champion. It drives me crazy. There's more champions than there are legitimate.
That's the wrong one. This thing is this one.
To confirm a mandatory contender, which is only by the vote of the Board of Governors. You have two ways of achieving that: fighting a final elimination bout or being voted under special circumstances by the board. We do this in the open floor in every convention. Everyone is entitled to be there. It's an open meeting. And
so you see that right there? That's Maurice Suleiman basically saying that when they vote for these mandatories and when they doing all this voting stuff, they let everybody out there in on what's going on, so they're allowed to actually speak their piece and stuff like that. So we're going to continue, because he's going to break it down, and he's going to basically tell us how Dillian White didn't make the cut, and a series of unfortunate events that happened that is very, very understandable when it comes to why Dillian White is not the mandatory, and why somebody who has the silver belt that's ranked #1 in the WBC is not the mandatory, because it's just in the rules. That's just the way it works. When you play this audio again.
We hear from everybody, and then the board proceeds to make the voting. In the case of the heavyweight division, Wilder has been a victim of the circumstances. He was going to fight his mandatory title defense in Russia when Povetkin had an adverse finding, and that had tremendous consequences. The fight was off. Then we had ordered Povetkin to fight Steven for the mandatory as a final elimination. That fight fell through again, right, due to
y'all see it. Hey, Laws, you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it, brother.
Yeah, you see how Povetkin fucked it up twice?
Yeah.
He popped one, and then he was supposed to fight Bermain and popped again. You see what I'm saying?
That's very true.
So, and then watch what he says now.
An adverse finding. With that fight falling through, the WBC voted in favor of proving Steven to be the mandatory contender, which was criticized by the fans and by some media. We accept criticism, but we ruled under the circumstances because Wilder had not made a mandatory defense in 2 years. None of his fault. Then Wilder signs to fight Ortiz, and in the semi-final fight, Steven is signed against Brazil, and we call it a final elimination bout to confirm the mandatory contender. Then Ortiz has an adverse finding. So Steven takes the place of Ortiz 3 weeks.
See, another PED pop, another little setback. So now he got to go and fight who? Stavern. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
For the fight, and
Li-
we
listen
got
up.
Dominic Bracel with a signed contract for a final elimination bout. And when the substitution is named Molina, the WBC board approved that if Bracel won the fight, he would be named mandatory because he had a signed contract. Had Molina won, he would not have been mandatory because he just came into the mix through a different situation. I understand the feelings and the position that fans or media could have, and we rate the fighters according to the WBC rankings. So we have number 1, Dillian Whyte, who is the WBC silver champion, Tyson Fury number 2, Luis Ortiz number 3, Dominic Bracel number 4. But Bracel is the mandatory challenger of the division.
You see all that. So all these cats around here, man. What do you? Let's start off with this. What do you think about that, Laws?
Can't argue with it, mate. Set in stone. Man's saying it himself.
And did you think that it's he broke it down he broke it down as far as like the series of fortunate events that happened with three people popping for PEDs, 3 people, and then we expect it, and then the whole time people saying that Deontay Wilder didn't fight nobody, but people expect. See, this is the thing. There's no way in hell that that Deontay Wilder was gonna fight Povetkin and when he popped for PEDs. It doesn't happen. You pop, you pop for PEDs. So you're saying that still that the guy popped, Deontay Wilder still should have went to Russia. For what? The fight wasn't going to happen. The fight wasn't going to happen until months down the road. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, and then you had WBC do their investigation, and then you had a whole separate entity do an investigation on it as well. And then when it's time for Povetkin to redeem himself, he pops again. So what is it? So what was Stavern supposed to do? What was Deontay Wilder supposed to do? Okay, then he tried to do the Ortiz thing. Then what happened? Louis King Kong Ortiz pops. You know what I'm saying? So he broke it down, and then that's the reason why I'm pulling up this list, because this all shows you. This whole list shows you that this dude had every single opportunity to fight people in the WBC that was ranked high, but he didn't.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And then they want to say why Eric Molina wasn't going to be the mandatory. Why if he would have won? Well, because he just told you why. Motherfuckers always jumping to conclusions like the WBC is always doing these conspiracy motherfucking theories and stuff like that. But what the thing is about it is he just got on the scene. So they couldn't do it. They said it. They said he just came on the scene. He came in through different circumstances. He didn't have a signed contract with the WBC yet. So how was they supposed to put him? How was they supposed to make him the mandatory? The guy was ranked. Eric Molina wasn't a no-name fighter. You see what I'm saying? Eric Molina wasn't ranked number 20th like Robert Boulianians, Malcolm Tan. Look at them guys. He wasn't regarded like these guys, like the Beerison, David Allen, Ian Lewison, Derek Chisora, Malcolm Tan, Robert Boulianians, Lucas Brown. He was and Derek Chisora. I let him slide on Joseph Parker. That's a viable fight, but he was coming off a loss. You was clout chasing at that point. You was clout chasing the fighter for recognition, so you could so-called be a pay-per-view star in the UK, and you was trying to make money.
For real. That's very true, that is.
That's the only reason why he fought Joseph Parker. Then Derek Chisora. Then you go up in there and fight Derek Chisora, and then you go out there and say the wrong thing to the wrong people, and then you got Dominic Brazil and King Kong Ortiz saying, "What up?" Immediately. What up? What's happening? You want to fight us? Okay, cool. Let's do this. And then you don't want to do it. So time and time, over and over again. Okay, we could even give him a like I said last time. I even give him a bigger leeway this time. So now let's just say after Ian Lewison. After Ian Lewison, you had your chance to try to do something in the WBC, but instead you fought Derek Chisora. Then you fought Malcolm Tam. Then you fought Robert Bouillonius. And then you fought Lucas Brown, an ex-PED cheat, an old-ass motherfucker. Then you fight Joseph Parker. And then you fight Derek Chisora again.
Yeah.
So, come on, bro.
He's only got himself to blame, hasn't he?
Yeah.
In my eyes.
Yeah. And then you got you know, you got Sirius, you got this, it was off of Sirius Radio, Sirius XM Boxing Radio. Oh, I got one dislike. Good looking out, man. I appreciate you. You know, I'm only speaking the facts, man. I'm not pulling up no bullshit. This is straight from the horse's mouth. He said it. He said it. So go ahead, Edward Hearn. Go ahead over there. Try to petition the WBC. Try to sue the WBC, and it's not gonna work because it was out of the WBC hands. When you have three people pop dirty, what was the WBC supposed to do? And then they tried to give Dillian White a shot to get up in there, and he said no.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't say that. Go ahead.
They ordered that fight, didn't they, with him and Dominic Brazil?
Yeah, no, they ordered the fight. No, he didn't say no to this one. He said no to the one before. They tried
the first time.
Yeah, they tried to put him in the final eliminator to try to get him up in there so he can fight Dominic Brazil and so he can be the mandatory. So he would have done the same thing that he's doing right now. He would have already been the mandatory. He would have already been the mandatory if you'd have listened to the WBC the first time. But instead, you wanted to kick and scream and moan and say, I should already be it right now. Why is that? And you went for the bag. You know, and I keep trying to tell these cats, I don't care. I don't care about at this point in time. I don't care about these fucking belts. Yeah, that's cool and dandy and all if somebody becomes undisputed, but I don't care because all these cats over here, they're using these belts as a way to make money. But these belts is not necessarily going to give you any money. So stop it. You could be an undisputed fighter and not make no money. But then you got these media companies out there trying to hoard fighters. So they could put other fighters in the corner and not fight nobody, not make no money, and force them to join a platform, you know, sign a multi-fight deal and lock them in. Stop it. You holding the fans hostage. You ain't holding, you know what I'm saying? At the end, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to sign Deontay Wilder to a multi-fight deal, and then who else he's gonna fight after Tyson Fury and AJ? What about everybody else? What if they want to build their name on a platform? What about them?
Very true, mate. Very true.
And then it's gonna become a take it or leave it. The same thing that Deontay Wilder's been getting from Matchroom Boxing. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? One-sided contracts, non-fair contracts, paying fighters 3 times less than what they worth, giving out flat rate offers with no rematch clauses. Why you got a belt? It's fucking absurd. What's up, TJ Wilkins? It's fucking absurd. I know the whole thing. Like, you know, Edward Hearn set up over there and put in all this work to make this and stuff like that. And then for, you know, a fighter to have one belt and then you downplay his recognition. Deontay Wilder is known everywhere. If you want to talk about boxing in the UK, you can't talk about boxing. You can't talk about heavyweight boxing, not bring up Deontay Wilder in the conversation.
Yeah, for real.
The same thing over here.
Usually proved that earlier, didn't he? Blood.
Mm-hmm. And you want to hear something funny? I've been saying that. I kind of said the same thing that Blood said. You know what I'm saying? I kind of said the same thing what Blood said. The motherfuckers can't, like with Wreck by McGregor, Sporting the Dick and Booty Icons, and all these other ass clowns around here. They can't go without a day without talking about Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder is the the bread and butter. You can't get, huh?
For real, I'm just saying, for real, mate. Yeah.
It's they bread. He's the bread and butter. You want to make money off of YouTube? You want to make money off of YouTube? What's up, Nitty G? You want to make money off of YouTube? And you an Anthony Joshua fan, and you an Edward Hearn fan? It's best to drag Deontay Wilder's name in the mud as much as possible. That's how you go. That's your bread and butter. You can't give this dude one. You can't give him one. You can't give him one good thing. You can't give him no props. You know what I'm saying? You can't. But you want to kick him on. You want to throw his name in the mud because Deontay Wilder want to say, well, yeah, my fight with Dominic Breazeale ain't a pay-per-view fight. What's wrong with him saying that? What he should have said, yeah, it's a pay-per-view fight. It'd be a good fight for pay-per-view. It'd be good for the fans to have to pay $75 for for that type of fight. Is that what you wanted to hear? And then no matter what he would have said, you still would have said something. You would have said, oh, he's deluded. He's delusional. If he thinks this fight is going to be pay-per-view. So, you know, what do you want him to say? Do you want him to lie? To kick it? Hey, what's up, L5 player? Yeah, wrecked by McGregor's grandma said she is going to fuck you in-laws. Yep. I tear that ass up.
I've been on there today, man, arguing with loads of them.
Oh yeah, they
the last. Go on, bro.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, over the last hour, man, my phone's not stopped pinging because I asked him if he's going to pay that phone bill after his mum told him get off the phone, and he was doing a live stream. And then with loads of them, they're deluded, aren't they?
Yeah, they got something wrong with them, man. And the thing about it is, these are probably like little kids. These are probably people that just got into boxing, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And they finally in life feel like they know something, you know what I'm saying, but they don't know shit. How the fuck you going around here and you're gonna say that Deontay Wilder is not worth 50-50? Is not worth 50-50 because he only has one belt, so that's 25%. Who the fuck does shit like that?
It's childish, isn't it? Really is.
Who the fuck does shit like that? You know, only people to me that does shit like that is people that are that don't know nothing about life in general. They don't know what it means to negotiate a contract. They don't know what it is to go out to a car lot and negotiate a price for a car. You know what I'm saying? They probably, the first thing they do is they probably go to something like Rent-A-Center and to buy furniture and pay 5 times more than what the actual price of the furniture is because they ain't got no sense.
Yep.
You know?
Just fools, mate. Just fools, that's all they are. You can argue to everybody. Cows come home in the morning, you just can't get it through to them, can you? Mm-hmm. All they talk about is AJ Buddy got this, he's got that, and he's the A side, and Wilder's the B side, and blah blah blah. It's garbage.
And the thing that gets me the most is that you know, with them saying all that, the B side, the C side, the D side, and stuff like that, and for you to be happy that Deontay, that Matchroom Boxing didn't give 50-50 to Deontay Wilder, for you to be happy about that, you're a fool, because at this point in time, dude, you ain't getting the fight that you want to see.
Yeah. Of course.
You ain't getting the fight that you want to see. But, as oh, my bad. Damn, we put it back up. That thing went away. I can't close it. Damn it. But as we've been looking around and stuff like that, like Blood did. He went around to he typed it in YouTube, and everything that came up was just straight up Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder this, Deontay Wilder that. How the fuck you say you're not popular?
I say it's just They're deluded, aren't they? There's no other words to explain to them. End of the day, all I'm about, I just want to see the best heavyweights. Well, any fighters, I just want to see the best fight the best. And at the end of the day, he's got the best belt. He's unbeaten. He's got a tremendous knockout ratio. AJ's unbeaten. He's got a belt. Why the hell are they coming with all this? Oh, he's not having this. He's not having this. End of the day, like you've just said, it's the fans who are suffering. But they're that deluded. They seem to think it's as if it's them who's getting the money. AJ don't give a damn about them. He don't, you know what I mean? He doesn't even interact with his fans. You've got to get, if you want to see AJ, you've got to send bloody letters to this, that, and the other, and things like that. Even, like you say, Sporting Icons was crying the other night, wasn't he? Because he's been trying for years to get an interview with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't even bother with it. And so, yeah, they're just deluded, mate. End of the day, in my eyes, Wilder deserves 50-50, no matter what. He's got the other belt. And to get that belt, if he wants that belt, like he keeps saying he wants it, then pay the man his money, what it's worth, and just get the goddamn fight on. And may the best man win.
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
No, I'm just saying that's what should happen. Just pay him. I'm just saying, if Joshua wants that belt that badly, just pay the man his money, get the fight on. Job's a good one.
And then check this out, man. So this Sporting Dick and Booty Icons, he did a video and said DAZN will own all titles in 3 weight divisions if Deontay Wilder signs. So it's another Deontay Wilder video. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Why would you be and he's happy about this? I don't know why the fuck would you be happy for a fighter signing to DAZN? Why the fuck are you happy about that? You're happy about that because Edward Hearn. That's why you happy about it. You happy about it because Edward Hearn is involved. So you're an Edward Hearn fan. But what you should be like is, hey, if Deontay Wilder signs with DAZN, we might not see a Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight, because that would mean Fury is signing ESPN and Wilder is signing DAZN. So now we probably got to wait 2 to 3 years for that to clear up. For somebody for the those contracts to clear up before you could get that fight. The only thing they worried about is what's in front of them. The only thing they worried about is their fighter and Edward Hearn winning in negotiations, looking good. You know what I'm saying? All this whole, I don't know what you want to call it, but all this whole bullshit with Edward Hearn versus the LDBC and Edward Hearn versus the world and Edward Hearn being the best promoter. You motherfuckers more worried about that than actually seeing the fight that they want to see. So to tell me that you would rather pay for all these other dumbass fights, that's which is one going to come. Like Tyson, like hey Chris, man, what's happening? Like you rather pay for Miller versus AJ versus Dillian White, and AJ versus whoever else is going to come up besides Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. That's what you want to see, because you feel that if Edward Hearn ain't winning in negotiations, if Edward Hearn ain't trying to outdo a fighter or a promoter in negotiations, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. You're not talking about what's fair. You're not talking about why shouldn't Deontay Wilder get a rematch clause. You're not saying that, because you wasn't saying it before, because Edward Hearn wasn't given a rematch clause until Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury was about to fight, until it got closer and closer. Then he's like, wait a minute. Why is my fighter sitting on a porch looking like a stuck duck? Because he is a duck.
Yeah. That's
That's
very
why.
true, mate.
Then you
Yeah,
want to, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because before the fight, I seen loads of interviews with that idiot where he was saying, "Oh, the fight isn't gonna happen," so I don't know what they're talking about. And still up until the very, was it the last week or the last few days of the fight before it happened, he was saying, "No, this fight isn't gonna happen."
Yeah, hating.
Yeah,
But remember, they was willing to fight. They was willing to fight Tyson Fury. They was willing.
yeah. Of course they were. Yeah, you're right there, bro.
You know, it's,
Yeah, they were.
and then now we got this. You know, we got the Edward Hearn trying to give Gervonta Davis loads of money. Look, this guy is a major creep. First of all, Matchroom Boxing don't have the money to give nobody. That's the first thing. Matchroom Boxing does not have the money to give any fighter loads of money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all know that the money is coming from the zone.
Yeah.
We all know that.
And Sky Sport and Sky over here, brother.
Yeah, the money ain't coming from.
They back him like anything.
Yeah, the money ain't coming from him. And then check this out. And then another thing is that go ahead and get him if you want to. But you got to understand that with Gervonta Davis, if he's going to be over there fighting in the UK, is he going to get arrested? Is he going to punch somebody in one of the local pubs or in one of the local strip clubs or in one of the local malls? You see what I'm saying? Is he going is what's going to happen? Because with him, obviously, if you look at his track record, no offense to Gervonta Davis, no offense. Some of the shit is probably fabulous. It's probably more to it than the story and stuff like that. But I'm really speaking on speculation. If you got word on the street that this guy might be volatile, but you want to grab him up, and then not only that is, who the fuck is Gervonta Davis going to fight?
Yeah,
once he signs over to the zone, who is he going to fight? Is he finally going to get a fight with Lomo? I'll fight who I want to, Chinko. Is he going to get a fight with him? Who's he going to get a fight with that you can say that you're going to make this guy a superstar? Because like we keep saying over here, like the LDBC keeps saying over here, it ain't easy trying to make a superstar fighter up over here to where people is willing to pay $75 to watch the fight. To where you can make this guy a household name. But yeah, no, the zone is a lot way cheaper. What is it? $9.99, $10 a month, something like that. And then your first month is free. I mean, okay, that's cool. But at the end of the day are you going to make the fights? If people are already crying about Gervonta Davis not fighting nobody, as soon as Gervonta Davis or Wilder goes to the zone, what are they going to do? They're going to fight a nobody. Because they're going to want to hold the fights that is somebody to try to boost their profile off of that fighter. So Gervonta Davis is going to go over to the zone, fight a nobody to try to get them subscribers up. So when you do fight again, y'all can get more views. So y'all can, like a little introduction. The same thing with Wilder. Nobody wants to. A lot of people really don't want to watch the Dominic Brazil versus Deontay Wilder fight, but I'm gonna watch it because I want to support Deontay Wilder. That's it. I really don't care for that fight. That's not the fight I want to see. The fight I want is there's about three of them. I wouldn't mind watching Deontay Wilder versus King Kong Ortiz again, versus Fury again, versus Anthony Joshua. But like Deontay Wilder said, like he said, this motherfucker Tyson Fury knew what he was doing. He knew going over there to ESPN he was going to fight Deontay Wilder. He knew he wasn't. But what he do? Go up over there and duck. Just like AJ ducking.
Yeah, he did, mate. Yeah. That was set up straight after the bloody after that fight with Wilder. and everyone's seen that pay-per-views did good, and it was a very talked about fight, stuff like that. He knew what he was doing. That
Yeah,
was
he
set
did.
up after that, brother.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
I watched an interview with him today, me. I think it was from a couple of days ago. He was, I can't think who it was, but it's on YouTube. And he was saying, it's with that Michelle Phelps, is he? It was with her. And he's saying, what did he say now? He said, Wilder, he said, get your mandatory out of the way. I'll have a tune-up fight, and then we can make this fight straight after. And I thought, that's a load of crud, that, because it ain't gonna be that easy. Like you say, if Wilder signs with the Zone and he's with ESPN, it's gonna take years to make that fight, isn't it?
Yeah. And then look, I got this dumbass dude, right? This David Greenaway keep commenting on my stuff on Twitter, right? And he basically says he says this. They want all the titles, really. If Dominic wins, see, and he's talking about DAZN. Yeah, DAZN wants all the titles. That's what they want. That's what they're doing. Why the fuck do you think they're going after all these guys with belts? Why the hell you think they're throwing money at all these guys that have belts? Besides, Triple G. But why? Then he goes and say if Dom wins, he'd be the driving same as Miller. If he wins, this is what heavyweight boxing is supposed to be about. Otherwise, the point, ESPN, if no Wilder won't fight heavyweight title, whatever. What do you say? ESPN, if no Wilder won't have heavyweight titles for whatever. Like, check this out. Dominic Brazil and Miller won't ever be in the driver's seat. And the reason why Dominic Brazil and Miller won't ever be in the driver's seat, because nobody knows who the fuck they are. That's why.
Yeah.
You can have a belt. You can have a belt. You can have 2 belts. You can have 3 belts. You can have 4 belts. And if you want to be really fickle about it, you can have 5 belts. It don't matter. Because at the end of the day, people are not willing to sit up over here and buy any and every fight. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that's willing to pay for fights, but they're not willing to pay for no Dominic Brazil versus Miller or no Dominic Brazil versus Dillian White up over here in the U.S. They're not. That's going to be on an app. That's going to be on Fox, ESPN, something like that. It's non-pay-per-view. Nobody's willing to, and people are not even willing to pay for non-pay-per-view for that shit. What are they going to do? Stream it. Get on VIP box or something like that and stream the hell out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Dominic Brazil, first of all, ain't nobody out there. There's nobody out there that think this dude could win. I don't care what Edward Hearn says. Edward Hearn is only saying the Dominic Brazil fight is going to be good and this and the third. He only saying that shit because he's hoping that he can get that shit on DAZN.
Yeah,
that's the reason why. And then if you want to say that Edward Hearn is not it does nothing for Edward Hearn and blah blah blah, we'll do a whoop. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, because Edward Hearn has a vested interest in DAZN's success. And that's just how it is. He has a vested interest in DAZN's success, because however DAZN if DAZN does good, Edward Hearn is going to look good when it comes to the ownership of DAZN, because he's going to get kudos for if DAZN fails, and he's going to get dragged, and his name going to get dragged in the mud. I'm sorry, if DAZN is successful, Edward Hearn is going to get kudos. If DAZN flops,
yeah, of course,
Edward Hearn's name will get dragged through the fucking mud. Point blank, period.
They'll just get rid of him, mate.
Yeah,
they won't need him. They'll just use him as the monkey for just to pull in all the big names and stuff like that. And once you get that organ grinder going, he'll get fired then. Yeah,
because what the hell DAZN knows about? See, it's a different thing to where you negotiate. Look, I would presume the laws and regulations and some of the stuff that goes on over here when it comes to contracts and stuff like that is similar to what goes on in the UK, but there's things that can mess you up over here. And I can see when Wilder goes up over there, I can see Edward Hearn being a part of that meeting, because like I said, he's their resident expert. He's the resident expert when it comes to promoting, when it comes to contracts. And you know what I'm saying? But who knows contract? You think Edward Hearn knows more about doing contracts in America more than Frank Warren? I mean, more than Frank Warren, Bob Arum, and anybody that does business with the PBC. You think he knows?
He thinks he does. He thinks he does, but he doesn't.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder's gonna go over there and he's gonna hear some shit that he ain't gonna want to hear. He's gonna hear some shit that he ain't gonna want to hear, because, like I said, you don't sign a multi-million-dollar deal, a significant, a massive, like Edward Hearn would like to say, multi-million-dollar deal with somebody like DAZN or ESPN or Showtime, and not get locked in to where you don't pick who you want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tyson Fury. His contract ain't even what they saying it is. Even if it is that, why couldn't Tyson Fury make that money over there in the UK? Why couldn't Tyson Fury come up over there and make that money up over here? If he was if he was the champion like he calls himself is, if he's that big of a name like he thinks he is. So if he's saying that he's bigger than Deontay Wilder in America, how come you couldn't make that money without ESPN and Bob Arum? You know what I'm saying? Nitty G said if Wilder decides to sign with these nuts apps, there's no way Fast Eddie will be involved. He won't be involved. But the thing about it is whether or not you like him being involved or not, he is the resident expert at DAZN. So who do you think DAZN is getting there? Who do you think is giving DAZN information about as far as what's going on in boxing? When DAZN wants advice, who do you think is giving them advice? Edward Hearn. Edward Hearn is going to see the contract.
Yeah. Won't Oscar Della, I'm not saying he'll have anything to do with it, but won't they use De La Hoya as an advisor as well?
Not for this. I don't think.
I don't. Yeah, I don't mean for this fight, Mike. I mean, just like say other fights.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I would assume they do, because I'm assuming that they don't know nothing about boxing over here. They don't know, and Edward Hearn's still getting it messed up. You know, he's still getting it messed up, setting fights on the biggest rivalry in sports in America, in the same city, right down the street. So, you know, I'm pretty sure they do, because, but the thing about it is, look at Canelo. Now Canelo, Canelo gonna talk about he ain't fighting no more Mexicans. Come on, bruh.
Yeah.
I know you're tired of beating your countrymen up and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you're gonna fight. He gonna fight whoever Golden Utensil Promotion is gonna tell him to fight, and that's just the way it is. Real. You know what I'm saying? Because you signed your career over to be a hoe, to where you got to put 10 toes to the concrete when DAZN and Golden Utensil Promotions tell you to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Definitely. And
then see, this is a good thing, right? So Wilder is saying, I definitely rather fight Brazil on Fox than pay-per-view. Let me tell you this, and that's and it's a good move, because it's not a pay-per-view fight, and everybody knows it. But everybody want to act like it's something brand new, and is something that's brand new and stuff like that, because Wilder's saying it's not. But at the end of the day, if it's on Fox, that means it's free. That means it's absolutely free. All you have to do is download the Fox app on your phone, or tune in on TV. That's all you have to do to get the fight for free. So I don't. How is it a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? I know ESPN. That's $10 because it'll be on ESPN Plus. Showtime. What is that, like $10 right there too? But Fox is free. So you know what that means? It's on free TV, and more people will be able to see Deontay Wilder fight. So that means more people will get to know who Deontay Wilder is in America. Again, for the umpteenth time, against somebody that it might be a first round, second round knockout, a highlight. So how is that bad? That's good for us over here. I don't know about it. Might be on ITV. Is ITV free out there? Oh, Laws must have. Hey, Laws. I get him. Well, Nitty G said, well, if they take advice from Edward Hearn, something is definitely wrong because Edward Hearn hasn't yet put on a successful event in America. But the whole thing about it is we don't know what they're saying and we don't know what they actually making. I mean, we can speculate that they ain't making nothing because they ain't getting the views and stuff like that. But, you know, they found a way to get Triple G. They got Triple G. They got, whether or not, you know, Canelo went through Edward Hearn or not, they got him. They got Danny Jacobs. They trying to get Tank Davis. So they having a little of success over there because the more people, the more fighters that's known to, on this hemisphere to sign on to Edward Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, or the Zone gets put on the Zone, which in turn to them equates to more subscribers and more revolving subscriptions. So to me, they're seeing somewhat of level of success because they over there at these nuts headquarters and at the Matchroom Boxing USA headquarters, they know that it wasn't going to be a success overnight. They know it's going to take about a year or two for them to get off the ground, you know. But as they start signing these fighters, or if they get to Gervonta Davis and a couple more fighters, that's going to be more subscribers. So every 6 months they're looking at more subscribers. In my opinion, I know they are. It might not be anything significant, but they're seeing somewhat of success. But their fight cards suck. You know, and that's why they need these American fighters. Y'all see the last PBC, that fight card on PBC. Some people could say it sucked, but to me, I thought it was good. I thought this weekend was good. I didn't get to watch all the fights, but I saw the highlights. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was horrible. So, you know, people can say whatever they want to, you know, but the stuff be free. If it's on Fox, it's free. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bruh.
Yeah. Well, we get the Zone free over here. Well, it's not free because obviously you've got to have Sky Sports, but it's once you've got Sky Sports, the Zone fights are shown over here for free.
Yeah.
And I've only seen a handful of them, but the ones what I've seen have been absolute trash. I mean, just for instance, them two, the two fights what they put on with Big Fat Dusty, they were garbage. They were. I don't even know where they were held. They looked like they were held in a bloody what we call leisure centre over here. They were absolutely rubbish. There was no one in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, the ones I've seen they've been trash. We have better fights over here in like the York Hall and Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah, it's like why you know how can you be upset about paying less to watch somebody get knocked the fuck out? Dominic Brazil.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Just a quick question. You know how you lot over there have got it on an app? Did I hear you right say you can do a month's free trial?
I think the Zone still got the month free trial.
Yeah, so I bet majority of people just bloody have it for a month and then unsubscribe, don't they?
You know, people could do it just like they do Netflix. They just keep making different accounts.
Yeah,
That's what people were doing with Netflix for a while. They were just making different accounts. You know what I'm saying? Making different email accounts, using some frivolous card, and then just keep moving, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Mark? What's happening? Yeah, but I mean that's just my take. I mean, but you know, Nitty G, I don't want fucking Edward Hearn nowhere now, nowhere around the negotiations with you know that Deontay Wilder is with his own. I don't want nowhere around it because he is a snake. But yeah, like these trolls. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, but at the same time, is I know for a fact that they're gonna go right back to this motherfucker and be like, "What you think? What you think?" You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, if the zone wants to be, different accounts, just like trolls. Just keep moving it around.
That's a good point. What Mark's just put.
Yeah, and
good point.
And you know, and the way it's looking, you know, if you're willing to give Canelo 365, and you willing to say that you're gonna give Gervonta Davis loads of money, I'm gonna get on that later too. When he said that shit, what do you think they're gonna offer Deontay Wilder? You gave Triple G what 30 something. What do you think they're gonna give Deontay Wilder? And then not only that is what they gonna give Deontay Wilder for one fight?
Yeah, be interesting, won't it, mate?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Syndicate? Yeah. I'm quite sure Wilder and Al Heyman is not going to let Edward Hearn in the meeting. They probably won't allow him in the meeting, but it don't matter. He gonna know. He gonna know exactly what was said. He gonna give his 2 cents. Mark, a lot of people's like that. A lot of people's feeling that they only want to spend money to watch Wilder. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's feeling like that because a lot of these guys is pussyfooting. And then another thing is like, how the fuck is Keith Thurman? Keith, I fight one time Thurman is going to sit up here and talk about what's his name, Sean Porter, and his performance in his fight. When what happened in his last fucking performance?
Yeah, he was trash as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, just quickly going off that question, what you've just said. Obviously, the Fat Dusty Miller fight's on the zone over there, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think people are watching? Just because it's an American fighter.
I think people will watch it.
You know what I mean?
I think people will watch it. Yeah, Mark, you ain't lying, man. He's showing that he wants the best. You ain't lying. That's what Wilder wants, the best. And I think people will buy it. I think people will buy into it because not only that, the undercard, they might like a couple of fighters on the undercard. And then not only that it's a heavyweight fight for 3 belts in America at MSG. But you know, and then another thing is how many people that don't know nothing about boxing would say, "Oh, it's at Madison Square Garden. Oh, that's the Mecca." How many of them motherfuckers know that? So I think that at the end of the day, shit, I think people would buy into it, but I don't think it's gonna be a lot of people. You know, if they did 15,000 at one, they might do 50, 60,000 on this one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you that. Sorry, mate. Go on. What were you saying before about Keith part-time Thurman?
Yeah, Keith part-time. Keith part-time. I fight only one time a year, Thurman. Right? This fucker gonna get on the thing and say, "Oh, it was a very poor performance," and this, that, and the third. You know, he needs to. You know, Sean Porter needs to go back to the drawing board and this and the third. You know, motherfucker, shut up. Stick that flute way down the fucking your throat and shut up. And hope you choke on it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was cool with this dude. I was like, I ain't gonna talk about him until he shows that he's gonna fight again this year. Then I lay off on him and everything. But fuck that motherfucker, man. Like that shit is stupid. Like, you damn near got your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? That dude gave that dude gave every fight fan out there He did what he was supposed to do. He gave everybody their money's worth, their fucking money's worth. And then we got this dude up over here talking shit, and he can't even get up in the ring and perform like he say he's supposed to. He was supposed to run through this dude like a $2 hoe, but he got up in there. And the motherfucker gave him the business. You know what I'm saying? You left there with your shit. Your shit looked just as bad as Sean Porter, but Sean Porter's teeth looked like they was bruised. You know what I'm saying? You know, this dude needs to sit back. You know, who you gonna fight next? Who you gonna fight next? Keith Thurman. Who you gonna fight next? You gonna slip on a banana peel? Keith Thurman. Who you gonna fight next? You gonna choke on that flute? Keith Thurman. What you gonna do next, punk? You know what I'm saying? Who you gonna fight next? Oh, I want Triple G. Oh, I want Pacquiao. Oh. So now you're gonna go to the fucking old folks' home and fight somebody. You don't want to fight none of these young bucks, punk motherfucker, Keith Thurman. What you gonna do? Shit, read some of these comments. Nitty G said, I told myself I would never pay for the app because I want nothing to do with fast Edward Hearn, but I'm riding with Deontay Wilder, so if he goes that route, then I'm going to support him. You gotta support the man. You know what I'm saying? Mark said, I will listen to it with Trey X calling blow for blow. That won't be a bad thing. That won't be he do a good job. Syndicate Edward Hearn is scared to let AJ fight Wilder because Wilder will cripple their whole economy. God damn. The shit. Matchroom Boxing will probably be going bankrupt and have the tax man after him. Like Lau said, Frank Warren got the tax man after his ass. You know, throwing around all that money ain't a good look. Mark said, I would get DAZN if they fire Edward Hearn, or Wilder gets his paper from DAZN. But he gonna get his money. They ain't gonna throw him no weak shit. I would presume they ain't gonna throw him no weak shit if they trying to be successful. You know, because there's money to be had with these apps. But the whole thing about it is you got to put these fighters on there. And then not only that is, why are you trying to sign these fighters when you could just be like, hey, man, come over here. We pay you X amount for this one fight. How come you can't do that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, Mike, just going back to what, who was it who said it? Mark Wunderlich said, it's end of the day, Wilder's not daft, is he, man? He's going to stick his feet in the ground and he's going to tell him exactly what he wants. And if they don't give it him, I don't think he'll sign with him. He's not stupid, is he?
Nah.
And at the end of the day, like you said before, if they want to be successful over there in America, they'll have to give him what he wants.
Yeah.
To get him to fight on their network.
It's gonna have to be what he wants. It's gonna have to be pretty damn motherfucking close.
Yeah.
And that's just straight up. Because like how I see it, right now, man, they throwing all this money around. They throwing all this money around and stuff like that, you know, acting like they the big swinging dick on campus and stuff like that. But it only shows us that they desperate. They desperate. And everybody's starting to see that they desperate. You know what I'm saying? You can't go around offering this type of money when no fighters. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give Triple G, Canelo 365. They can never gonna get that money back.
Yeah, of course not.
You know, they never gonna get that money back. Poor guys. They never gonna get it. It just sucks. You know?
How many fight deal is he with Ginger Nut?
Man, I think they got him for like 3 years.
3 years. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You think he'll just fight pure bums? Because he's already fought one, hasn't he? Rocky Bum Fielding.
Yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think everybody that go to DAZN is gonna fight some matchroom boxing dude or American dude, some low class person. You know what I'm saying? And no offense to the person that they fight, but you just got to call it what it is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry, Mike. See it to message.
Oh, it's all right. It's all good. No, and I know you got to do your thing, man. I know who runs shit over there.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, say that. Say it loud. I run shit around here. Say it. I dare you to say it loud. Get your ass in
I run
trouble.
shit around here.
Did you hear that?
For real.
Yeah,
No, I'm only joking.
I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, after this, I think after we get past this, after we get past this whole Dominic Brazil thing, how do you think it's gonna turn out with these other fighters around here?
I don't know, mate. I don't know because all this, in my eyes, um, Tyson Fury's just thrown the biggest spanner in the works that anyone could have done because that fight was almost bloody done, wasn't it? He's thrown a spanner in the works now, so he's signed with ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Deontay Wilder, you don't know where he's going to go. If he does go to the zone, like you said before, that fight won't happen, and if he does, it's going to take a while. It's just, I don't know, man. These heavyweights, I don't know, mate. They just irritate the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I'm all for them. I'm all for them making the most money because at the end of the day, it's them who give us the entertainment and it's them who put the neck on the line, isn't it?
Mm.
But man, I just want to see some big fights.
You ain't lying. You
That's why I
ain't.
say you can't take nothing away from Wilder because he's just fought the best, the top two of the top four, top five heavyweights in the world. He's just fought them back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't lying.
Like I say, I'm all for him now. I'm all for him to make his money because he gave us. Well, he gave me. I don't know about anyone else, but he gave me a good year of entertaining fights. The Luis Ortiz fight, in my eyes, was the fight of the year for me. That was the best fight I've seen all year. That was. So I'm all for him making his money, but I just hope he manages to do what he wants to do, and that's fulfill his dream of becoming the undisputed champion. But as long as Ass Juicy's got them belts, the only way I think he'll fight Ass Juicy's just gonna try and age him out, isn't he?
I don't. That's a possibility because, um, you know, it's just they threw around the 19 and 2020 thing, and now as 2020 is getting closer and closer and closer, it's looking that way. And then not only that is like I said, Deontay Wilder's about to fight Dominic Brazil, right? Um, and then the zone is going to, but that's probably going to be on Fox, or it could be on the zone. Who knows? Because they ain't did nothing yet with that. So ain't heard nothing about purse bids, ain't heard nothing about any the two teams talking or whatever the case may be. But Deontay Wilder looks like he only fights two times a year right now. So that'd be Dominic, and then probably somebody else, and then so yeah, we look like we're looking at 2020 for even if Deontay Wilder signs with the zone, look like we're going to be looking at 2020. But at the same time is that is the zone going to start putting out more promos than what they're doing now? You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to start putting up, billboards and doing different types of advertisements, getting these fighters on different platforms for these interviews and stuff like that. The stuff that haven't really been doing. Are they going to start? Are they going to go in overdrive, or is trying to get these time slots and trying to force all this money to buy all these fighters taken away from the advertisement? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have nothing coming in. I mean, as far as what I can see, they don't look like they have anything coming in. So I say 2020, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's bloody. That's what old Skeleton said, didn't he, for ages ago? If you can remember on that interview, Skeleton Inn said the same thing. He won't be fighting. He won't be fighting AJ till 2020.
I mean, at the time, probably when he said it, he probably was listening to what AJ and Edward Hearn said. So if you listen to what they said, and then all of a sudden you get this, I mean, it's looking pretty spot on.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
end of the day, Mike. Even though that old wrinkly twat you don't see him in the limelight much. He's still the main driving force behind Matchroom Boxing because it was him who set it up.
Mm-hmm.
He's not handed it all over to that scumbag of a son of his.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
No. I mean, and he'll be advising him.
Yeah. Anything happens bad at Matchroom Boxing when the tax man come or something like that, they're going straight to Barry.
Yeah, for real.
You know, he liable for all that stuff that's going on over there. They're going straight to him. I mean, I don't know how else can you put it? I mean, I don't know how else can you flip it. I mean, if you go online and you look at the hierarchy of Matchroom Boxing, I mean, you're just going to see Barry Hearn.
Yeah, of course you are, bro.
You know?
Yeah, of course you are.
That shit's fucking sad. That shit's fucking sad, dude. It is what it is.
So anyway, what did you watch the Porter and Ugas fight?
I didn't even get to catch it, man. I'm not even going front.
No, I salute J1 Pros, but good show, you guys doing a good job. Yeah, much respect to you, brother.
Yeah, good looking out, my brother.
I watched it.
What do you think?
I think it was a close fight, but definitely in my eyes, I think Ugas won that fight. I think he won it.
I mean,
I wouldn't say he was robbed, but
I mean, but like I try to tell folks, man, like I try to tell folks, like that you know, like we all try to tell folks, man, like how do you take a belt off of somebody? How do you take a belt off of somebody? You know, on a close fight or by points. You know what I'm saying? How do you when it's close?
Yeah.
Like how would that look like? You know, if you took this belt off this guy and it was real close and it was very undecisive, but they took the belt off the guy, you know, it sometimes it doesn't sit right. Like, you know, like what somebody can just go in there and do enough and just do enough.
Yeah.
Just do a little bit enough to say that they won and that's it. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know, man.
It's yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's you know, sometimes you might favour the champion. Do you know what I mean? I think it was a good fight though, and I'm definite, like you said before. Not Sean Porter, Keith Part-Time Furman. He can't say jack shit. He can't say nothing. Do you think Porter's slowing down now or what? Because I mean, he is 31, isn't he?
No, I don't think he's slowing down.
Or do you think he just underestimated him?
The highlights I saw, I don't think he's.
You think he underestimated him then?
No, I don't think he underestimated him either. I think he went up in there and he did like I said, enough to win. You know what I'm saying? He went up in there and did enough to win. I mean, that's just how some of these fighters think that they should conduct themselves, is do enough. You know, but the highlights I seen Sean Porter missing a lot. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I seen him missing a lot.
I was just one of the brothers' channels before he'd done a video and he was going mad. He got robbed. The referee, who was the ref? Was it that Jack, whatever his name is?
Mm.
Oh God, the ref. Same one from. Was it the same? I could be wrong. Is it the same ref who was in the Wilder Fury fight?
Could have been. Let me take a peek.
I think it is him. But the brother was getting mad. He was going that last round. That last round was a knockdown, and he got robbed. And so everyone's opinion's different. And but in my eyes, I think Ugas won it, but I don't think it was a robbery. I don't think it was a daylight robbery.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, I thought you got to take it from the champ, man. I don't think you could just walk in there and do enough and run up out of there and say you won, man. No,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see which ref that was.
Reese. J1 Pros put that Reese. Is it Jack Reese? Is that his name, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, he a bitch.
Yeah, same ref. J1's Pros put, salute.
Yeah, they need to get rid of his
same
ass.
ref. Yeah.
They need to get rid of his ass because a lot of people saying that was a knockdown too. I mean, you get hit and you fall down. I mean, I don't care how you put it.
Rough House. Salute, Rough.
What's going on, Rough House? I don't care how you put it. I mean, you get hit, you slip. I mean, it wasn't like he pushed him. It wasn't like he hit him and then he stumbled and then he slipped. It was like you got hit. He threw that hook and it landed and your ass went straight down. I mean, it is what it is, but like y'all saying, Jack Reese,
yeah,
that boy off the chain. Jack Reese, he doing everything he can. What he doing? He doing what's best for boxing. He getting up in there doing what's best for boxing.
I watched. Talking of I watched the Wilder Fury fight again a couple of nights ago.
Mm.
Man, that guy was well outcounted. Well, at first, like when I watched it, I thought Fury won it. Then the second time I watched it, it was good result for it to be a draw, for it to be another fight, but he definitely got counted out, mate. He well got counted out, and when he gets up and he puts his arms on the ref, and then the ref knocks his arm off and starts talking to him, he's biding himself a couple of seconds there as well. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. I mean,
whether it was go on, brother.
But that's how these ass clowns is, man. Like, like, and that's why I'm glad Deontay Wilder is like, you know what? If this dude want to come, the dude is not the champion. If this guy wants to fucking sit up over here and say he's the champion, well, then I knocked your ass out. You was counted out. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's how you got to be with these cats, because if this guy wants to go around here and woof at the mouth and all this old jaw jabbing and all this old shit, call it what it is. A lot of people think you got knocked out. A lot of people even know that your daddy said he would have threw in the towel. So,
excuse me,
your own daddy saying it. Like, so I don't know how can you sugarcoat it. Your own wife said she would have. Your own wife said she would have threw in the towel. So, you got all kind of people. You got people that's close to you that would have stopped the fight. And like I said earlier, I think the reason why they were saying it is because they know something about him that we don't know. That maybe he can't take these shots no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, did you see that video today, what Cali put up?
No, I didn't see it. What did he say?
Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. What did he say?
Fucking hell. Cali, I'm not sure if it's Cali, but I think it is. Cali was in, because he went and watched the fight last night. And Cali was in a nightclub. It might be Cali or it might be someone else, but someone's in a nightclub. And Tyson Fury's in the nightclub in New York dancing to rave music, and he looks off his head.
I mean,
he probably
was drunk.
He was off his head.
He probably was drunk or something,
That's what Kelly was saying. Is this guy slipping back into old habits?
I
With
mean,
question mark.
it's either he's playing a good con game, or like I've been saying, is like I thought he was high in the ring versus Deontay Wilder. But you know, with cocaine, all you need is what, 24 hours, a couple days, and it's out your system. I mean,
Yeah.
so you know, and there's stuff that you could drink to, you know, to help that along the way. I mean, hello. I mean, you
He
know,
looks off his tits anyway, mate. Whatever he's on,
yeah, he is. Motherfucker.
he looks nuts, mate. He's like proper dancing, and there's loads of people around him all filming him, and he looks
What?
like he just, yeah, he's going off his head. Someone put a great comment. He looks like he's dancing on hot coals. He's
What?
off his, yeah, man. Check it out. I go on Callie's page and have a look. Callie put it up today.
I can't believe this motherfucker off the chain. I mean, but the thing, you know what the funny thing about it is? If that was Gervonta Davis or AB or anybody like that, they would have been quick to saying, they would have, oh man, this motherfucker need to be worried about training. Look, that's so immature of him and blah blah blah. But this motherfucker keeps getting the pass.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Keeps getting the pass. Like, how do you not see this guy and look at him and not speculate that he's on the fucking snow again? How can you not? It's either he's on the snow again, or he's on some prescription pills that he's taking a lot of.
Yeah.
You know, that he abusing.
He's over here, mate. Yeah. I mean, I've often looked at him as well. I mean, I know he's lost a load of weight, and you're bound to lose weight in your face. But if you look at him, I watched him in that interview with Michelle Joy Phelps, and man, his fucking face is all withdrawn. He looks ill, pale as anything, and his face is withdrawn. He looks like he does actually look like he's been on a good session and not gone sleep for about 3 or 4 days. He looks ill in my eyes.
Tyson Fury can't dance worth a lick. This motherfucker look like he jump roping. This motherfucker look like he fucking jump roping. Wow. I'll put the link in here so y'all can check it out. It is.
Yeah, that's what someone put. He looks like he's dancing on hot coals.
Yeah.
Fucking, I was pissing myself when I seen that. I was laughing my head off.
Yeah, fucking crack head. That's what I put in there in the comment. Fucking crackhead. This you know, if this was any other fighter, like imagine this being Billy Dope Sanders. Imagine this being Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if it was, oh man, imagine if it was Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? People would go nuts. People would be dick riding. They would be like, "No, this motherfucker, he on that shit again." They wouldn't even let him slide. And that's the shit that gets me the most. Is this your fucking champion?
Yeah, he gets passed, man. Yeah, you're right there, bro.
Is this your fucking champion? Dancing in the club like he dancing on hot coals. Dancing in the club like he jump roping. Dancing in the club with no fucking rhythm. Dancing in the club looking like he high on something. Is this your fucking champion? You mean to tell me your champion is a fucking cokehead, a drug abuser? Allegedly. Speculating.
Off his head, Mike, isn't he? He's on something.
Yeah. What's going on, Mr. Boxing today? He a fucking cokehead, man. You know, and then for him to get back up and then look like he had all that energy in the ring. Nah, bruh. Nah, Laws. Nah, Laws. Nah,
salute Mr. Boxing today.
Nah, Laws. I think he was high, bruh.
That's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying, bro.
And the reason why
fucking rocky.
And the reason why I say this is it was because of the progression. Because of the progression of his antics. If you look at him at first when they was doing the Deontay Wilder interviews and look at it from his first 2 fights before Deontay Wilder. Look at the interviews. And then as time goes on and on and on, after the Deontay Wilder fight, he loses a lot more weight after the fight.
Yeah.
Within a month. And then you can start seeing this dude's cheekbones to where you can start seeing his cheekbones. Man. And then you start seeing that erratic behavior that I was saying that that erratic behavior like during the press conferences. Remember they were outside doing a press conference and how he was doing. I was like, that's erratic behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dude ain't right. He wasn't doing all this stuff back. And then, you know, and then he kissing motherfuckers, picking up motherfuckers and shit. Hellfire player. Yeah, Tyson Fury dances like a Mormon. Yeah. Never heard music before. First time hearing music before. Come on, bro.
He's fucking mental, isn't he? I mean, don't get me wrong, Mike. He's always been a fucking wild child. I've seen that from the very first time I ever heard of him. And then I've seen interviews of him. He's always been a wild child, but not over these last fucking 5 years, man. The man's head's fucking... He's not right. And then, like you say, is there something what his family know that we don't know?
Mm-hmm.
Like say, why his dad said that he would never want him to fight him again, and he should have thrown the towel in. Yeah,
I think there's something wrong with your boy.
Yeah, he ain't my boy though.
I'll try to I'm trying to pull up something real quick.
Yeah. Hey, quickly, did you? I got you again on World Breakers channel yesterday.
Oh man, why you keep doing me like that, man?
Only joking. He fucking read it out 3 times. I was like, shit. He's gonna give me a load of. World Breaker read it out 3 times, and I thought, oh shit, he's gonna give me a load of stick in a minute.
Hey, listen to this, Laws. Listen to this.
Go on, bro.
Listen to this.
Stand up here so everyone can see me.
This is Tyson Fury.
I think everyone has heard.
This is Tyson Fury. This is Tyson Fury's voice in 2013.
Everybody for coming to see me on this lovely afternoon. Where can I start? New York, St. Patrick's Day weekend. You know, it's a great pleasure for me to be here on this weekend. It's something that I've dreamed about since being a little kid. You know, coming over to New York, fighting at my.
You hear his voice? You hear how he sounds in that? And now let's listen to him now. Let me pull up one of them now. Let me pull up his voice now.
In boxing, there's an old expression. It's called
I'm a trier. I get up and if there's any breath left in my body, I'll continue to fight for the 12.
Tyson,
you know what's wrong with his voice? You know what's wrong with his voice? Laws?
Yeah, it sounds like he's been swallowing gravel.
You know why he sounds like that now? Because that hot ass fucking crack pipe fucked his lungs up. That's why. What's up, William? What's happening, man? What's up, Will? Yeah, that fucking hot ass crack pipe fucked his fucking vocal folds up. Now the motherfucker talking with a raspy ass voice. At first he sounded like a fucking tall ass fucking leprechaun. Now he's sounding like a tall ass fucking crackhead wino that sends outside the fucking store fucking begging for change so he can get a fucking fit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's fucking nuts, isn't he?
He's like, he's sounding like, and he's sounding like, hey, youngster, hey, young blood, let me get about 25 cents so I can get a fifth. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on, man. You sound like a motherfucking druggie now. Like, and then the thing that got me the most was he's sitting up there with Max Kellerman, and they both looking like 2 fucking ex-cokeheads talking about the hits they used to have. Like, man, you know, California got that good coke. I don't know what that coke y'all get over there, but we got that good shit, boy. Back in my heyday, man, I used to do lines for days, man. You know, that shit was some good shit. And then you know, you drink you some Cisco to get you mellowed out. And then Tyson Fury's like, yeah, man, you know, I used to drink a pint of Johnny Walker Blue Label, you know, to mellow myself out after some good you know, Coke, but out there in the UK, it's kind of watered down a little bit, but that California snow, some good shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Out there looking like two fucking ex-cokehead reminiscing.
Yeah. That Max Kellerman, he's right arse liquor, isn't he?
Yeah, he looked like every time he on there, he looked like one of them dudes that just sit there and smoke all day, and then he get up in there, he wets his fucking, he put water through his hair, combs it, and get on the set and look like he been up for 3 days. You know, he got them sunken eyes and shit. The only reason why I'm getting on him,
Yeah, his eyes, yeah.
somebody might want to drug test. Somebody might want to drug test his ass. Give him a fucking cup. Tell him to piss in it. Bet you that shit fucking melt the bottom of that fucking cup. It come out so hot. Man,
Yeah.
what else we got here? Let's check the because I'm missing them damn fights, man. Fuck. Damn, and
Some
I got
good points in the comment section, bro.
Mr. Boxing Day said, I actually think he's erratic and unpredictable behavior helps him to be a fighter. He's backwards. Some fighters are just built like that. He is the total opposite of a guy like Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, he is, but well, yeah, as far as being crazy, he totally different. Shoot. Yeah, he is. But you know, I think it does help, especially with that, you know. I think the best thing that helps him is with his erratic behavior is when he does that the Freddie Roach shuffle, when he's doing all that ticking in the ring. And I think that doing that just I think that right there it deterred Wilder from throwing a lot of punches that he wanted to throw. And not only that is help Tyson Fury get off his jab. You know, the 1-2 that every now and again he threw and that jab that he threw. Rather than that, if he wasn't doing all that damn ticking, that Freddie Roach shuffle, I think it would have been a knockout. I think that's the only thing that saved his ass. Hey, Will, what you mean? How tricks? Tricks? What you mean, Will? So you say you watched the whole Sean Porter fight, Laws?
Yeah, I watched it, bro. Yeah.
You think it was close, huh?
Yeah, actually, the brother who've just been on about, he's just texted me not so long ago saying he's going to watch the fight again himself.
Do you think Keith Thurman was right about Sean Porter needing to go back to the drawing board, or do you think that Keith Thurman should take his own advice?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't take any advice off Keith Thurman because he isn't in no stable position to give anyone advice, is he?
Yeah.
The only advice he can give people is how to play a flute in the mountains of Indonesia or something.
Oh shit. Who do you think F.A. Ajaba should fight next, man?
I didn't see that fight, but I heard you earlier talking to
on Kingsley. Yeah,
I heard you talking on that. I caught the last bit of it. Be good. Did I hear you say that he should, or someone say that he shouldn't fight Kevin Johnson?
Nah, it was just like one of those things. Is like we don't think that it was. I didn't think they would do that because he's a seasoned guy, and not only that is that it seems like they're putting him in there with people that they know he can beat, so he can get his reps in, so he can build his boxing resume up. And when I say resume, I don't necessarily mean resume. I mean like learning how to fight against different types of fighters, which would build him up to being a better fighter. Because fighting the same type of fighter over and over again ain't gonna make you a better fighter. Fighting different types of fighters is what's going to make you a better fighter.
Yeah.
But I can see Nathan Gorman, but I don't know. I don't think I kind of get the notion like I don't think they want to put him in there out there like that because Nathan Gorman, he's up and coming too, and maybe they might not want to risk one of these guys getting knocked smooth the fuck out and not being able to bounce back from that and not being able to bounce back from taking the O. But these are they're fairly young guys, so and they're prospects. So I don't necessarily mean I don't think a a loss would necessarily like what's that word? Like mess up their career.
Yeah.
You know?
Taking a backward step.
Yeah. I don't think it would. I think they'd bounce back in 6 months in a year, take another fight, and they'll be right back where they were. And then, maybe if they fight later on, that'll make the fight even better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I seen an interview today with Frank Warren. He was saying that later on in the year, that Nathan Gorman and Daniel Dubois fight well. He said later on in the year, towards the end of the year.
I think Daniel gonna wipe the floor with his ass.
Yeah, so do I.
You can't. I don't think you can. I don't think you can sit. I don't think you can sit there and just put your guard up with this Daniel guy or FA. It's kind of like Wilder. You can sit there and you can put your guard up, but eventually you ain't gonna take that right hand no more. You know, I don't care if it's hitting the gloves or not. After a while, you're gonna start getting headaches. You're gonna start slowing down because your brain taking all this stuff, and eventually it's gonna connect, and you're gonna be asleep. Like, look at Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington, he didn't even know where he was. He damn near fell out the damn ring.
Yeah.
And he still had people out there saying, "Oh, he wasn't done. The ref stopped it too early." But you could clearly see him damn near almost stumbling over the ring, not knowing where the hell he was.
Yeah. How foul places. Send him a link, bro.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna have to get up out of here in a minute, but I'll stay on for another 5 minutes.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I mean, but that'd be good though, man. If he went up in there and fought. Hey, what's up, L?
What up? How you been, man?
Oh man, been doing good, man. I was just saying it'd be great if Daniel fought Gorman, man. I think that'd be a good fight, man.
No, that's why I wanted to jump on, man, because I can't hear no bullshit about my boy Gorman, bro. I think Gorman's gonna I think he's gonna eat him up, bro.
You think he could take that power though?
Yeah, bro. I mean, Dubois does got ill power. I think I was saying on Mixed Boxing today, like that. I think Dubois actually got a little bit more power potentially than what Dillian White got even.
Shit, you ain't lying.
Yeah, but
player.
How you doing, Lowe's?
All right, thank you, brother. You, mate?
Hold on, let me read these comments real quick.
Good.
What we got? William said the Porter fight was good, but I think Porter didn't fight his best fight last night. Yeah, I gotta watch it. William said maybe I'm wrong, but Porter looked like he was scared of the power the other guy was throwing. He could be. I gotta watch it, man, because I ain't watched it. What was you saying, L?
What? No, I was. Before I even get to that, though, they said they got a video of Michael Johnson on his wedding dance with his wife, and he looked like Tyson Fury dancing in that other video.
We talking about me, man? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers.
They said that's the extent of your moves, bro. That's from what sources, bro.
Right.
By McGregor.
Rick by McGregor can eat a dick.
He's putting it out there, man. But what I was gonna tell you, man. What were you gonna say, Los?
No, go on, bro. I was just gonna say I've been battling with them all day today, but go on, bro.
Yeah, but Gorman, he keeps his distance really well, man. And like Dubois in this last fight that he had with Cajanu, I think he was using his jab more than I've seen him use his jab other times. But one of the things that he does is that he uses his jab to come in and he'll park himself like he won't move his feet with it. It's hard to explain. Like he'll leave himself in range right after he throws his first jab.
Yeah, like you saying, like he try to keep his weight underneath him so he won't lean too forward.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, that's the best way I could put it. Like
I mean, that's kind of like how they try to get you to doing like karate and stuff like that, so your opponent can't use your weight shifting against you, so you can always move.
Yeah, I think he has a good chance of beating FA, but with Gorman, like right now, like, and again, the Dubois is a little bit more green than what Gorman is, Like Gorman's very smooth though, man. Like I think Gorman had like right now, like if he were to keep all things together, like to me, out of all these young cats, Gorman has the best potential, like personally, because he's like super slick, man. Like to me,
I mean, but I was saying earlier that I think Gorman to get at him.
yeah, I think Gorman wants that fight more than what Dubois wants it, man. Like, you know, at post fight, like Dubois was saying, he was making it seem like, you know, it's just a potential fight, and Gorman was like just saying, you know, like I want homie, maybe because Gorman thinks that he could beat him right now, and but I think Gorman's the truth, bro. And another thing too, what you got to think about, or what I was thinking about was, I don't see no American cats matching up with these with these two Brits, man, with Gorman and with Dubois.
I mean, ain't no, because everybody old.
Yeah,
everybody old. I
but,
mean, Brian.
But
Jenkins,
I'm not knocking it though, man. Like right now, like out of my heavyweight dudes, like with the potential, I'm riding with Gorman, man. I like him, like, you know, but that doesn't mean that, you know, just, you know, it's not a. I'm not gonna ride, like, you know, he could be potentially my favorite fighter if he keeps moving the way he does, and as far as like wanting these big fights. But, you know, it just shows no bias here in the LDBC, if you will. You know, like we like our British fighters, we like our American fighters. So long as you're out there, you know, calling these dudes out and trying to make these big fights, we ride them with
real
you.
alpha player.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Nathan Gorman, he look like, I mean, I'm watching it right now. I did see one of his fights, but it was just like, I didn't watch it all, but he do look like a good counter puncher too, with his left and right hook. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he looked cool, man. I mean, but I don't know, man. That power.
With this punching, like what I like about him is that he doesn't put a lot of it's not like a lot of wasted motion, and a lot of his punches aren't like to find the range. They're actually to set you back or to hurt you, and he's not putting like crazy effort. Like he's not guessing like with a lot of these punches. Like
that's how he's supposed to do it. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you know, some of these fighters, they sit up in there, they throw meaningless jabs and meaningless combinations just to keep busy and keep somebody moving. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem with your boy Porter a lot of times, man. Is that like Porter to me?
We ain't got no power. Porter ain't got no.
The thing is that
no choice.
Porter's a constant bull rusher, like you know, and he wasn't doing that yesterday. Like I think Porter was drained yesterday for some reason.
Because he missed weight. That's probably why.
Yeah, well,
he damn near missed weight. Sorry.
Yeah, but Porter and Dubois fight similar to a degree, even though like Porter's motor is a lot better, but Dubois will throw a lot of like hooks and wear himself out in spurt. And like I think he's a little bit of a target like for the right dude. Like he'll throw like 8 good punches and like kind of like just chill. You know, and he hasn't gotten exposed like, you know, with the right dude like to counter that. You know, I think Gorman like could give him that work right now, man. Personally.
Yeah.
Do you know what you just said there, Alpha player?
Yeah.
I watched Dubois knockout over that. Who was it, Kajani or whatever he's called?
Yeah.
And just before he knocks him out, he gets tagged. Whilst he's knocking him out, he gets tagged with I think it's a left hook. If that was someone who's got power, he could have been out of there. He left himself open, like you say.
Yeah, they were killing him in that broadcast too, like how they kept emphasizing like the fact that it was like that they thought it was a low blow. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, emphasize the fact that the motherfucker got knocked out.
Yeah.
But one of those shots that they thought was a blow, it really wasn't, man. Like he caught homie like to the body really good. But I think Dubois like a fan. Like to me, like at this stage of the game, like where Dubois and Gorman are like a little bit more advanced than where AJ was at that stage. Like so both those dudes, the heavyweight division, man, is popping right now, man. Like dudes, we're really gonna be in for some good years, hopefully. Like within the next, now and for the next like 10 years probably. Which I'm glad, bro. I love heavyweight boxing.
Nathan Gorman looks like a chunky dude, but he's not. This motherfucker is
not,
solid.
bro.
This
Yo, like
motherfucker is solid.
Yeah, he. I mean, the only thing is that he's like he's kind of young, so he has that like risk of like getting somebody pregnant and putting on some weight.
Yeah.
But like if he stays like with the similar frame like this and doesn't get like chunky, like both those dudes right now would beat Big Baby. I think both those dudes right now would beat the other Big Baby, Kalnaki. Like they're in that tier right now. And I think with that win, they put Dubois in the top 10 in some divisions. I thought I heard.
I mean, somebody gonna make it. Let's look at the boxing rankings.
Right, yo, bros, I've got to get up out of here because it's near 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you better get out of here before you get your ass whooped.
Stay up, Los.
Nah, I've got to be up at 6 in the morning for work.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying stay up. Like, take care of yourself tomorrow, man.
All right, yeah, thank you. And you, bro. Nice chopping up with you.
Yeah, definitely. Likewise. Be careful out there, bro.
Thank you. And you.
Yeah, I'll see you later, baby boy.
It's my brother.
Right, brother.
Yeah, I'll see you later, homie.
Yeah, thank you.
Nah, but I also watched that fight of Porter last night, and I fell asleep though, man. I was fucking mad tired, and I was drinking a little bit of what the fuck you call it? Oh, Crown Apple that my brother bought me.
Yeah.
So and I knocked the fuck out, man. I slept like 13 hours, straight up. But I watched it today though. I watched the fight. I watched the first 2 rounds yesterday, and then I knocked out. And then I watched it this morning when I woke up. But Ugas did win. But like Lowe's was saying earlier, man, like, do I think it was a robbery? Probably not, man. But Porter's food right now, bro.
Yeah. Porter, I mean, he's saying like he was talking like he wants some of Earl.
I don't know about that, bro. He said that before, bro.
Man, I hope to God he go over there. I hope to God he come over here and start running his mouth about some Earl.
Yeah, because I don't want him to fight. I don't want him to fight Thurman again because Thurman's liable to fuck him up, and then Thurman's gonna do the same bitch shit that he did before, man. Like,
I don't think Thurman should have any belts. And so this dude can fight twice a year and stuff like that. Because you can't even. How do you hold down your mandatories when you got like 2, 3, 4 belts? How do you hold down your mandatories fighting once a year and getting exemptions because you keep getting hurt? Nah, bro.
Yeah, and being semi-injured still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want Thurman with any of these belts, like you said, man. Like, but to give him that belt, man, that's gonna be terrible, bro. Because what they'll probably like find some way to make them, even if he had the belt again, like or several belts, like to make a Danny Garcia fight again. I don't want to see that shit, bro. Like fucking sick of this shit.
I think Nathan Gorman could beat Joe Joyce.
Hells yeah, bro. Are you kidding me, man?
No, because I'm looking at the rankings. I'm looking at the rankings. Look at the WBA. They got him right here. WBA Go Joe Joyce. I think he'll beat that ass.
Yeah, bro. Yo, but you might hear me getting a Bobby McGregor moment from my wife because I'm actually supposed to be assembling an IKEA bed, and you might hear screaming at me in the background, man. So if y'all want to make fun of me, man, fuck y'all. But so you might hear interrupt like the fucking like Rep by McGregor's grandmother when she needed the phone on that other video you put up. Yeah, bro. This piece of shit I keep, man.
Yeah, but it'll work. It'll work.
Yeah.
Just don't try to beat that bed frame up. Like, look at this: Joe Joyce, Otto Wallen, Kuzman. Look at some of these guys. You know, look at this guy. Look at this guy. You got all kind of guys on here that. Oh, Charles Martin. Yeah.
What is that though?
No, this is just the rankings. This is just the heavyweight rankings right here. And I'm like looking at where do you think Daniel? Where do you think Daniel, FA, and Gorman can fit in?
Let me see. I'm looking at it right now.
Where do you think they fit in?
I think WBC 6 and better. fucking WBA. Yo, I think all across the board, bro, 6 and better, man.
I mean, like I was saying, like this dude only fought Duopas.
Yeah.
This guy ain't fought nobody either, really.
No.
I mean, so you got this Autumn Walk, this dude. You got this
Don't know
guy,
him.
Robert Bulionis. Look at this guy right here. How I don't know how Oscar Rivas is up there. I couldn't tell you. I don't know how Tom Swartz. I don't know how Jarrell Miller is up there. Oscar Rivas again is the Zhang guy. I don't know how Tyrone Sponge got up there.
Yeah.
Fujimoto, Junior Fay. I get Caballero, don't know. Bryant Jennings, this guy, and the list keeps going on. I don't know how they got up there.
Yeah, it's the with them heavyweight rankings is very funny, man. Like, cause like a lot of those dudes you were saying, bro, I've probably seen them fight once, maybe, bro. Like those dudes are like those dudes are hiding out, bro. I've seen Caballero fight a lot though, like fucking and I actually like Caballero. But a lot of those other dudes, bro, like those are like one offs, bro. Like those are YouTube fights that I watch. But regardless, though, I mean, like it's good though, like that those dudes are there and like they're gonna be food, bro, for these young champions, man. I wish we had like an American cat, like just to make things interesting, and so like they don't like God forbid these dudes don't fall into the pattern of like hiding out like over there like and fighting trash, and then coming to the
pissing me off.
Yeah, but the thing is too, man, like not for nothing, bro. Like if there were a UK fighter of any weight, bro, like people like that shit in the US, bro. Like when it's like they like something different, man. Like my shorty, like when she was watch fights with me, like her favorite fighter back then was or like when she was constantly fighting, it was like Amir Khan, like because a sharp looking dude. Probably not now because he likes dudes, but it's a sharp looking guy, with the British accent. Like, you bring one of them dudes like to the club with you, man, like that's a weapon, bro. Like, they'll help you pull holes because of the accent. People in America like that stuff. It's not like there's like, oh, fucking, it's a UK fighter, so I'm not fucking with it. Man, we like that shit over here, bro. Like, we like to break things up here and there.
A lot of people just advocate for fights, period, in the LDBC. And I don't understand, like, why it got to be this country versus this country, but it's a sport and it's an international sport, so sometimes that's just the way it is. Like people want to ride with their countrymen, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see what the big deal is with I just don't understand why it got to be a problem.
It became a problem with this shit with AJ and Hearn, like just this set of circumstances, because it was never a problem, bro. I've been watching boxing since I was a kid. Like there was never no beef, even with other countries, period, bro. So whatever excuse like they use, like I don't know, it'll. I'm not saying that the whole Yanks thing or the fact that like we're over here and they're over there. I'm not saying that stuff always comes up, but if they want to revert to any excuses, like whatever excuse Hearn comes up, like they just ride with it, like no matter what. Like, and there was something you were discussing earlier, and I forgot what it was, but it kind of like fell within that same frame as far as like that's just a set of excuses that they're using for that moment, and they just run with it. Yo, because I honestly like thinking about it, man, and I saw CJ make a video about that too. Like, you fuck around and like AJ might leave like the zone like once while the sign's there. And then they'll just make an excuse for that. Like they'll just say, "Oh, well, fucking, the zone's a failing app," or he'll go like anywhere else, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's what's popping," and like the zone's dead, like and like people won't like call his bluff on it. The people that have been riding with him, like they'll just continue to ride with him, regardless of what moves he makes. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Another thing too is kind of like the whole thing with how Dillian White gets treated at Matchroom Boxing. It's like if Deontay Wilder goes over there, is AJ and Wilder going to get the same or equal amount of PR and all that stuff, or is it just going to be like, oh, Deontay Wilder's here. Let's not put let's take away from Canelo or Deontay. Like, who's like, are these fighters going to get a fair shake over there as far as like public relations? Because now you're going to have Deontay Wilder, AJ, and Canelo. So is they going to put all their money towards? Are they going to put all their money towards Canelo? Are they going to put all their money towards AJ? Like, exactly what's going to happen?
Well, like with Canelo and with AJ and with with whoever they have now, thus far the zone is not popping like that. Like if I think like getting Wilder is gonna help a good deal here in America, because Wilder was just in one of the bigger pay-per-views here in America. So to have him there all of a sudden, and then Americans aren't paying like 75 bulls to watch him fight, it's a commodity. Like Canelo's last fight, like it was like it kind of went under the radar. So when he pops up again, it's like like if you knew he fought on an app for free, it's not a big deal that he fights on an app for free again. So it doesn't give you a reason to buy it. And it's not popping like that. Like you already know that Canelo was fighting for free. If you didn't know about it, and it's still not getting bought up by the Americans like that. With Wilder there, I mean, like if it does have an uptick, it's solely due to, or if people do start buying the app, it has in large part due with Wilder. Whether you like him or not. And I mean, Wilder's the American fighter, bro. Like, and Wilder's a sellable cat, bro. Like, they have like a Jordan store here in New York, and they have pictures of like a bunch of random athletes, like with Team Jordan shit on, and they don't say who they are, and like everybody stops to look at the Wilder one. I mean, because he's a big ass motherfucker. Like you sort of like know where you see him. He's like vocal, like he's sellable, bro. He's marketable. Like the whole AJ thing. I mean, it's marketable too because he's a sharp looking guy, yeah. But Wilder's a character, bro. Like Americans like characters.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I'm just interested. Man. I just can't wait till these fights starts popping off, man. But I got to get going, man. My stomach
me too,
bubbling,
bro. I'm fucking up this bed frame, bro.
Oh shit, you about to get fucked up. Thanks for coming on, man.
Nah, definitely, man. Thanks for having me, bro. Stay up, man.
I got to go to the bathroom. All right.
All right, bro.
Yep.
Stay up.
Yep.